Good morning. I was looking at the misty weather outside since yesterday, and it just came to me that life itself is full of mists, and it is therefore a bit mystical. And it occurred to me that the word mystical must have come from the word mist, because in mist things cannot be seen clearly. So you really don't know what lies ahead of the mist, because mist kind of covers what is there. So similarly, the journey of life you cannot see ahead of you, and so therefore it's a bit mystical. And what we cannot see, we start to be anxious about it. And that's the job of the mind. It creates stories in our head, and we start thinking, and we start making plans. And therefore we get into the grip of the mind, and the mind starts to control all our actions. It starts creating impulses in us. It starts creating a whole dance inside, and we become restless or we become joyous depending upon what we are thinking about. And actually that's a very beautiful thing. What is your perspective that you are carrying? If the perspective is of looking at life as a burden, and if you are in a reactionary mode, then everything is creating anxiety for you. All that you can see is only full of challenges and uncertainty, and you look at the not so bright side of what the future brings. And on the other hand, if you are in a happy frame of mind, and if you are connected to the source of your authentic self, your mind brings and creates beautiful things what the future brings. So really, it's all got to do with where you are. Are you operating from the lower mind? If you are, then anxiety and challenges are already being manifested by you in your thoughts. So the other side of the mist lies anxiety and challenges and difficulties. But if you are operating from your heart center or from your upper mind, which is always a witness and in a state of detached equanimity, it will only create a very detached and outcomes of what future brings. And so therefore there's no anxiety towards it. You're just in a state of constancy, which is what we call as bliss. And so you're not even thinking about what tomorrow will bring, because you are absolutely in this present moment. So mist and mystical events or mystery either can create the feeling of fight, flight, and flee, run away, or it can bring in us the feeling of just being aware without creating any flutter feeling, where the depths of awareness cannot be fathomed, and the feathers of love fan the joy in our heart. The future is not for us to know. The future does not matter, because the future comes to us as a present moment. What's happening today at this moment was in the future last night. So we don't know how we will wake up this morning, but yet we know we will wake up. And yet we know that we will do what we need to do in this present moment. If we hold on to the awareness, then we are always in a calm and a steady state. And in that steadiness, we can face any storm that comes our way, because we know that the storms are illusory, the storms are momentary, the storms come and go, they do not remain. And anything that comes and goes, any reactions that comes and goes, it is temporary. And that's not the truth. The truth inside us is eternal. It only depends where we are sitting and seeing it. When we get consumed by the storm that's raging inside, which is the job of the lower mind, then we can get sucked and we can get burnt, we can get scrape our knee, we can get hurt, we can get scalded. All these feelings will come because we choose to sit in the storm. We love to sit in the storm, and we create all this for ourselves unnecessarily. But if you choose in your heart space, on that lotus seat that we have created in our heart, and if we view everything from there, then all that it creates is a world full of love. And what will be, will be. The future always takes care of itself. And when future takes care of itself, it takes care of everyone that is part of the future. So just, even though the mist is bringing the feeling of mystery, unknown, but how you step into the mist is important. You step with this joy in your heart, then there is a sense of adventure on the other side. Then there is beautiful things waiting for you on the other side. But if you step into the mist with uncertainty, anxiety, restlessness, then all you will experience is a manifestation of those feelings inside of you. The future has already been decided for the planet and for all of us. The great thing is that we don't know about it, because if we knew anything about it, we would go back to our favorite place, the lower mind, and we will start creating our own scenarios and stories. That's why future is never revealed. So when we go into the future not knowing what it is, but knowing fully well that the future will take care of us and for everything else, and that we have been given all that we need to deal with it, then we feel assured. We must be, to reach that state, we must be in a state of complete and unconditional acceptance of our circumstances, of who we are. When the struggle in the mind ends and the peace comes upon us, then we know we are at the right place, we are at home. There is no urge to run away, to escape. There is no place in this world, either in this or the other worlds, where you can run away from. You have to face your own storms and your own self. And you have to come to terms with it. You are chasing your own self and you're running away from your own self. And unless you stop and face the devil and face the storm and go through the storm, you'll never know who you truly are. You'll never know your real strength. You'll never know the power that you have in you. But the devil of comfort and the devil of habit and the devil of not trying to be in an uncomfortable space makes us escape, makes us flee, makes us run. And that running has to end now. We have to stop escaping. We have to start dealing. We have to start accepting. And that is when the beauty of this life will be revealed to all of us. And then you laugh, and then you will laugh out loudly at the stupidity of what you have always been doing. For we have been in an eternal pattern of escaping and running. Now, the time is upon us when we will be forced to see it squarely. We will not be able to run any longer. It won't be very favorable because we have chosen not to accept and deal with it with our free will. So when we do not do things willingly and with free will, then they are still brought upon us. And circumstances are created in such a way that there is no escape. So for those who hear the message in these words will know what they need to do. Deal, accept, and move on. Life is beautiful because life is full of love, and love bears no judgment. Love accepts everyone unconditionally. Love brings everyone together. Love doesn't make you run away. And whenever we operate in the contrary, no, we are operating from the lower mind. And this has to go. This has to end. You will not find a place in the future in the world that is getting manifested if you operate out of your lower mind. This is the weakness you have to get away from. Face the devil and finish this game. Come to the other side. I'll meet you there. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.